What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Tressa's Collectibles video. We are here with Randall, aka Shizukatz, me, and we are also joined by
Simu, also known as Chairman.
And we are here for the first game of the Bocchi the Rock gameplay block. So Simu is going to be playing the sixth choice, right? Sixth choice, 2 gold bar,
yes,
Bocchi the Rock deck, which we recently deck profiled on the channel. So why don't you go ahead and explain what is going on here with the deck?
Yeah, for sure. So, 6 choice, 2 gold bar. Some deck lists have done 7 choice, 1 gold bar. I've kind of opted for a more even 2 and 2 split. We have the level 1 trial deck Bocchi combo. Pretty standard top check 4, good deck speed, good selection. And at level 2, if we want to go for the early play, we can also have the climax combo associated. There's 2 modes there. We either get the Mocha effect, or we can salvage 1, blind slot 1, so opt for more resources or for a stronger push. And at level 3, with the resources we have, we can either go into continue to play for the Mocha gameplay, or we can go for the Rio, which is the end of attack, pay 1, ditch 1, burn 3. And so the deck offers a lot of flexibility, a lot of good options everywhere you go, basically, is the idea.
Okay, and then on my end, I'm going to be playing Avatar the Last Airbender. This is the popular gold bar into standby build. Going to be looking to just accumulate our resources throughout the mid game with cards like the Toph level 1 combo, or maybe hitting a water bending Aang. And then we're going to end on this guy, whoever of you guys have been playing in the current competitive metagame, I'm sure you're very familiar with this card right here. Sokka is going to be allowing us to get a lot of instances of damage throughout our late game, and maybe, if we get lucky, throughout our mid game as well. So, with that being said, let's get right into the game.
Frankly speaking, I am terrified because I don't have any JC effects in this deck. So I can't do anything about your level 3.
Yeah.
That scares me.
Level 3 Azula able to sacrifice the Sokka with her climax combo, which can itself generate another instance of damage by using Sokka's ability to call out a new attacker from the deck. So should be fun for one of us.
Only one. Oh, do we have the... Oh,
yeah, we have him right here. Yeah. Okay. Let's see who's going first and second.
Alright, I will present the deck as well as...
Alright, Simu is going first.
Okay.
So, you are first and I'm second.
Yes. Alright, opening 5. Oh, okay. Some good options here. This is not too bad. Since I am going first, I'll be discarding first. I'll just discard these 2 non-zeros and keep 3 in hand.
Okay, I'm going to ditch 2 here.
Okay. Ooh, ditching a level 1 combo. That's kind of interesting. Makes me think he has a standby in his hand, potentially, to get that out as early as his first turn, or he just has a bunch in hand.
Maybe. Alright, go ahead.
Alright, my turn. I will draw for turn. Gonna go ahead and clock level 3 Rio. This deck doesn't need experience. Some Bocchi decks do need experience. This one doesn't, so we're a little bit more free on what we can have in our clock. Don't need to hold experience targets or anything. And we're gonna open up with this level 0 Rio. Probably the best turn 1 play for this deck. So can run away from an attacker if there's a character facing her. I'm just gonna go ahead and direct here for 2 damage. Trigger for choice. Fortunately, I did discard a choice target. Hand is doing good, so we're gonna go ahead and send that to stock for 2 damage.
And take the 2. Okay, draw for a turn. We will clock this 2/2 Azula. Draw 2. And let's see. We're just gonna take things nice and slow here. So I will play Momo level 0, not using his on-play effect. We'll play Yue Moon Spirit and Toph Brainstorm. I will use Yue's act ability, rest her to give 1500. We'll give 1500 to Momo. The Rio's going to run away, so it's not really going to matter, but the act ability will let us use the Toph's second effect, which allows us to check the top card of our deck and either leave it on top or put it on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the bottom of the deck. And we will... Let's see. So you do have the potential to buff up your characters with the Rio, because she has a Shimakai effect. So we have the choice between either attacking twice like this, or we can standby out the top to the front row. And I think I'm okay with attacking twice here. Okay. So I am going to standby out the top, and then we will go to attack phase.
Okay, so this is...
actually, Yue's effect will activate. I can give 1 soul somewhere, so we'll give 1 soul to the top.
Okay, and the top is currently at 1500 power, is that correct?
Yeah.
Alright, and I'm trying to think if there's anything that can give it additional power if he stands by his out. I don't think so, so I'm going to go ahead and run in front of the top just to block a bit of extra damage.
Alright, so we'll go in for 2, 2.
Alright, 1, 2, take the 2.
And then a side attack for 2, 3.
Alright, 1, 2, and 3. Cancel on 3 exactly.
Okay, and go ahead.
Alright.
Go ahead and get this out of the way.
No worries. Alright, go ahead and draw for turn. Okay, that's a really nice draw. Oh, we even cancel on that? Excellent. Love to see it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and clock this 2-1 event. Don't need this right now. 2 draw. Ooh! These are good. Some good cards. Okay, well, let's see what our options are here. So the Rio is definitely going to be able to beat over anything on the board, and it's going to be able to help us get an extra attack. So let's start off with I'm trying to think. So if we play this first, this gives us some information which allows us to play this, or we can play this first and then use this to determine our triggers. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this first to get some extra information, and then because these effects are all optional, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for the climax swap. So I'm gonna use the top check effect first. Take a peek at the top 2. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind. This order is fine, and then I will go ahead and use the climax swap effect, paying out the climax, discarding this gold bar, adding the level 1 choice. And now if I just attack like this, I will be able to get or tie there, and then the Nijika back row will make sure that we're nicely over the Momo. And last, if I want to attack with the third attacker, I will have to play another card from hand. I think it's probably a good idea. Just trying to think what that would look like here. Do I need this? I think... No, I think we do play this one. Alright, we'll go ahead and play the overlapping sounds. So if I have 2 or more other characters, I can draw a card, and then discard a card from my hand. I'll go ahead and discard this gold bar. And then I can discard a card, a music character,
yeah,
and to draw another card. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, and I'll go ahead and enter attacks here.
Yep.
Front attack will target the climax swap to give 1500 power, and this will be for choice. Oh, we do have a soul trigger.
Level
nice.
0s with soul trigger.
Yeah. I'm loving it right now, but generally speaking, I'm not a fan. I think we want it in stock still. I think we still want it in stock. So that'll be for 1 damage.
Take 1.
Alright, this will be bigger now. Front attack here for 1, trigger for 2.
1, 2, take 2.
And then we're going to direct attack here for 1, 2, trigger for 2 as well.
1, 2, take 2. And with no green here, I guess we will level red then. Okay. Stand and draw. We will clock this 3-2 Azula, draw 2. Okay. And we will play the Sokka that we drew. On play, pay 1 and clock a character from our waiting room. So we will clock the Brainstorm. I was hoping that I could get green into damage so that I could be able to salvage this off of the Climax combo, but that is the only green that we have, so we'll have to salvage some other stuff instead.
Oh yeah, because the clock kick one is right here.
Okay, so we will play a Toph. And let's see. cut.
Okay.
Additionally, I am going to actually not attack with the Sokka, and I'm going to frontline a level 0 Aang JC to allow me to potentially reuse a Toph on the next turn. We will rest our UA to get 1500 here, and then play 1k1, using UA's other effect to give 1 soul to the Aang.
Okay.
And we will go to attacks. So I'm going to start with this Toph. On attack, I will discard this level 0 Ty Lee to use the combo. So I mill 1, salvage level X or lower, so I can salvage a 2 or lower here. We'll grab the 2-1, potentially clocking it next turn. And then second mill is 0. Ooh, brainstorm.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay, and this is going to be for 2, 2.
Alright, 1, 2. Take the 2.
Alright, and we'll front with our center one. I'm going to discard the brainstorm since I can always salvage it back, since I can just mill a 0. And we will get it back. And then second mill, another 0. And I think on this one I will go for the waterbending Aang. Maybe get some mill and potentially a free card on the next turn. This is going to be for 2, 2, and Goldbar. Ooh, so if I bounce back the Toph with the Aang, then I can just reuse the combo on the next turn. So I will blind stock here.
All right.
This is going to be for 2.
1, 2. Cancel on 2.
And then a front attack here. I'll give power to Sokka so I don't have to edit as much for 3.
Sure. 1, 2, and cancel on 2. Wow.
Wow.
That's some really lucky cancels here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. I hope you have a lot of copies of Climax Combo in your hand.
Not in hand quite yet, but we can definitely get them. So let's go into our draw. Let's draw off the top. Ooh, okay. Let's see here. Gotta think. There are no copies in the waiting room, although I don't really expect myself to be able to get any copies from the waiting room really, because yeah, it's the clock effect. Oh, I guess I could do that to clock an extra. Thinking here, I need to use how much stock this time? I need to use 3 stock if I can. Play this, use this effect to get a second one, use this effect to get a third one, and then brainstorm as well. Or I could just play this and get 2 and brainstorm. I mean, I think that's probably the play.
Oh, which one did I give the soul to last turn again?
This one.
I gave it,
Right?
I gave the 1500 here. I think I gave the soul.
Well, I canceled both of these like pretty early. So I think as long as it wasn't the first attack, I think
Okay, sure.
yeah. Oh man, it's kind of weird because I'm clocking up to 1 here and I need yellow, but all the yellow cards in my hand I do want to keep. It would be really awkward if I don't keep it. So I'm thinking if I want to level this, but if I level this, it means I can't salvage it from the waiting room, which could be a problem. But I'm gonna try that out. We'll see how this goes. I don't want to level any of my other yellow, so we're gonna try this. And if this backfires, we'll be learning. All right, drawing 2 here. Oh well, that okay. Well, that's knowledge. 4, 8. Okay. That's some information, I suppose.
I'm surprised you didn't just level a different yellow and then you could just use this to salvage that.
Yeah, the reason is because the different yellow that I could have clocked was this, which is going to be really helpful here because I can get not just one, but both copies of the Hitori with this card, which is what I was thinking about. So I'm going
to double drop salvage, right?
Double drop search. Yes, because there's only 1 in waiting room. I know the other 2 are still left in decks. I didn't trigger them. So we're gonna start off with this. On play, pay 1, discard 1, search for 1 to confirm that the other one ends in D here. It is indeed there. Okay. Now I kind of think because
will you be going back?
I think I So So there's no more climaxes left in the deck. So I don't really want to brainstorm for fun here. But in order to pay 2 stock, I would need to play over this and then also use a stock ability. And if I don't want to brainstorm for fun, I think the play here, I will go back. So I think the play here is I will actually play over with this card. So on death, I'll pay 1, discard another 1 to search. Searching this time for the other copy. And this time I will present to cut because I'll use this to pay out the climax and get an extra card back into hand while holding triple. I think that's the best play. So did a little bit of minusing by having to play over some characters, but hopefully in the end it'll all work out. Alright, and then we're gonna go ahead and pay 1. Rest this, clock myself on the top. I know it's going to be claimed for sure, which is pretty nice. And in this case, I'm gonna just do a quick inventory. My goal here is to get as close to refresh as possible, but I don't think I'm gonna hit level 2 the next turn. So I'm gonna look for extending my level 1 play. And I think a safe salvage here, since both copies of the draw card are in the waiting room, I'll grab that for this turn.
Okay. How many cards in hand now?
Currently there are 6 cards in hand.
Okay.
Right, so we're gonna start off with this one. So this one gets 1500. This one gets 2k. This one gets 25. And just doing it in this order and probably just attacking these 2 first. So trying to get some extra damage in through that JC. All right. Without further ado, climax combo.
Yep.
All right, first front attack. Would you like to do anything on this one?
You're first.
Oh, I am first. That's true. Oh, you're so right.
I'm down. All you do is play the effect.
No. I would like to resolve my effect. So there's, let's see. I have to go through 13 cards, which means each of them can look at 3 and one of them can look at 4. So let's start with 3. 1, 2, 3. I love to see the Futari, so we're going to have to add that one. And then now, would you like to do anything?
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and use the effect. This goes to waiting room, this goes to my hand.
Yep, and I'll trigger here for 1, 2, 3 damage.
1, cancel.
Okay, so now I'll still attack with this one first, the second. Chop check up to 3. Climax swap is usually pretty good here. I can't really add the event, so we'll just grab the climax swap. Trigger for 1, 2, 2 damage.
1, 2, take 2.
And then the direct, this one is going to go through all 4. Revealing, ooh, a second Futari. I don't really need the second Futari. I'm gonna grab the early play. I'm not gonna use it the next turn, but it might come up later, so always nice to have. And this will trigger for 1, 2, 3, 3 damage.
1, 2, 3. Take 3. Now we can level our green. Okay. So you have 5 hand?
5 hand currently.
Okay. Top goes to waiting room. Draw for turn. Okay, let's see. So we do have quite a few climaxes still in our deck. Kind of don't want to go through too much here. Let's see, what can we do? I think the real question is, how much do I actually care about killing your board? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Let's see. I think it honestly can't be helped, and we will have to go through this rest of this deck. So I'm going to clock Aang to try to turbo into more resources for late game. Okay. Let's start with a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we just have to, do we just go for a brainstorm here? 1, 1. if I do 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And blind stock. So I think that's, this line just keeps going different places. So we're going to start by playing over Sokka and using his effect. Pay 1, clock from my waiting room. We will clock something that we don't really need later, like Aang. To summon Toph from our deck.
How many climaxes are in your waiting room right now?
There are 3.
3. Ooh, that's not very many.
Okay, we will move our UA. We need to use her to attack this turn. And we will kill 2 of your level 1 combo.
Okay.
At the start of climax phase, I'll use Aang's effect. Since I have 4 more on board, I will blind stock 1. And then we will play 1k1. And I'll give the soul to herself so that she can side for 2.
Yes.
So we'll go ahead and just start there first. So we'll side for 3.
3. Alright, so last one is a real. Okay. I was wondering what the reals were because I only saw 2 in the waiting room. And I know I triggered 1, but I couldn't remember if I triggered the second one. It's good to know that that one's still in rotation. So with this configuration, it seems like you're expecting to trigger a standby. Should make sense. Right, here you go.
Okay.
Alright, refresh resolution. And 2 and 3 take all the damage.
I can't believe he's just level 2, even though he said, I'm not going to be level 2.
I can wish for great things, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Okay, well, front here, with this Toph, we'll use Climax Combo, discarding a standby. Mill the first one, salvage a 0. We'll get Sokka to use for later. Second one, 1. I will get Helmet here. And this will be for 2.
Okay, 1, 2. I'm level 2. Joy. Alright, leveling green here is pretty good, so pretty happy about that. Just go away.
Okay, and then we'll attack with the second one. We'll discard Goldbar. Mill 1. Oh, okay, we'll get level 3 Azula. Second one, 0. So I think with this, I will get... I'll get Ty Lee so that I can use her on death effect to grab another Azula in the new deck.
That makes sense.
And then we will trigger a Goldbar. And I will not blind stock here because I want to get 2 more climaxes back in.
Alright, so that's going to be for 2 damage.
2, yeah.
1 and 2. I'll take both.
Okay, I'm overhand, so I'm going to discard this Goldbar, and then this Goldbar is going to go to waiting.
Okay. And I will untap and draw. I would like to do a quick inventory for your waiting room. Is the 2/1 anti-change counter in your waiting room currently?
No.
Uh-oh. I wonder where that is.
And then there's 7 climaxes in here, 4 gold bars, 3 standby.
3 standby, okay. So the last card in deck could be a standby. Could also be in hand right now already. Stock is not a lot of stock right now. Do I clock? That's a pretty good question. Do I clock here? I'm gonna go off the limb that I don't think I need a clock here. I think this deck is really good at operating on low resources, so I'm pretty happy and content to try not to clock. I'm gonna go ahead and start with Kesoku Band. I think it's just a really good way to open up a turn. I'm gonna draw a card.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually really good. Oh, that's so good actually. That's really good. I'm really happy with that one. Go ahead and discarding the so we can discard an Nijika.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's discard a. Discard Futari, draw another card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not very good. What happened? How did that happen?
That's what I was asking myself last turn.
Oh, man.
How did I get here?
All right. So to our last climaxes in the waiting room, I will go ahead and early play a steeped white Torigoto. Going to heal. And right here, I am going to brainstorm.
Sure.
Pay out the Rio, which is a good card to have in the waiting room. Oh, I hit one. Wow, that's not expect to hit one there. Probably grab the Rio here. Seems pretty good.
Okay.
All
Check
right.
waiting room.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. All right. This is going to work the way I think it's going to work. I think this is probably just our best bet. We're going to go ahead and play a 1k1. This is going to be level 1 climax combo. And we are going to front for 1, 2, 3, trigger for 3.
Okay.
All right. I was hoping to bait you into using an anti-change there, but
Not with 5 stock.
yeah.
So there is our last Sokka. I've been keeping track of them this whole time. You do want to be keeping track of where all of those are. So there's 2 going back in my deck, 1 in my hand that I just got, and then there's the last one. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Refresh point. No! For 3?
That is correct. 3.
Take 3. Oh, we lost another
my
Sokka.
gosh.
We will level yellow here, I guess. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and front here for 1, 2, trigger for Goldbar. This will add to my hand. I will take the blind stock.
Okay. Cancel on 2.
All right, and front attack here, climax combo. Thinking here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 known. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 known. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cards in deck. All right, well, let's start with 1 first. I would like a different card. I don't want to keep going. Sure. I think the double drop search. Actually, they're both kind of good. I'll take the double drop search.
Okay.
This is a 0. I can get 0s pretty easy. Okay, I'll take the 2-1.
Sure.
Because I can always like Futari for a 0, so I think that's fine. So front for 1, 2, trigger for 3.
So you took which? The Fumio, you said?
Fumio, I took the Fumio.
Okay. For 3?
3 damage, yes.
Take 3. Alright. Stand and draw. Okay, I think the plan here is just to not go for a finisher quite yet and just try to live another turn on my current deck state. So, no clock. And let's see. So, we'll start by playing Helmet. So all your front row will lose 500.
Yep.
And then I will use the Helmet effect. Discard 1. Discard a Sokka to get back Azula. Upon using Act, I will use the effect of Toph to top check. And we'll leave it there. We're going to play the Azula to heal. And we'll play another Azula to heal again. And then we just need a couple more dudes to attack with. So we'll use the Ty Lee. And we'll use this Water Bending Aang. And we'll use the effect to mill 3, or reveal 3, I guess.
Yeah, it's reveal, I guess.
Red, green, and... Oh, okay.
Oh.
So we do not get a free card.
Okay.
And I will use the other effect to change the bottom card of my clock to 2-1 Aang. So we get a stock.
That's really nice.
Okay, and then we will just go from here, I think. We can put Ty Lee here so that we can bomb that.
Okay.
And we'll go to attacks. So I will...
Would you like to do anything before attacks?
Oh, yeah. Okay, we will blind stock 1, and then we will go to attacks. All right, we will front for 2.
Okay. 1, 2. Take the 2 damage.
Okay, we'll front here for 1, 1.
1. Cancel.
And I'll reverse that.
Yes.
And for 1, Goldbar. In the interest of not potentially taking another climax out of my deck, I will not blind stock. I think 4 is enough for next turn.
Yeah, you already have your Azules on board. So
yeah.
It's like you have 8.
Yeah.
I'll go into your finisher turn. So just for 1 damage?
Yeah.
Alright, take the 1 damage.
Alright, and then these are all dead.
Alright. Stand and draw. Oh my. Wait, this is kind of crazy here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, interesting. Wait, how many climaxes are in your waiting room?
3.
3, and I know you triggered a gold bar, so 4. Potentially 4 left, and it's kind of, I could potentially hit myself to level 3 here. But I don't like the idea of swinging direct that many times. Yeah, I don't like the idea of swinging direct that many times. And if I don't kill you, then I'm pretty screwed. If I hit level 3 here, I would also have to clock, use the rekey effect, and then still use some stock. So I'd have to like brainstorm probably, or I could draw, clock, draw 2, rekey effect. I can grab this card to draw 2. That will refresh me, put to 3-0. That could work. That could get me to 3-0, and I would try to do like triple Rio. How many Rios do I have in rotation here? 1, 2 in waiting room, potentially 1 left in deck. So I could do that. I think that's probably a line has a decent amount of success. The other line is I could try to refresh here and then early play heal. So stay at 2-4, but then I could go for the Mocha combo. And even if the Mocha combo doesn't kill here, I could potentially get, I could heal down and it wouldn't be too bad, potentially. I do think 6 hits of Rio is just too strong here though. I think that's really strong. And then I think I might have enough stock left afterwards to do the stock swap, if I grab that as well. You have 3 in waiting room, 1 in deck, or 1 in hand at least, so 4 cancels. I mean, it's a decent amount of cancels, but I could potentially just go through it. I don't think I'm surviving next turn no matter what I do, so yeah, let's go for the real play. I think go for it. All right, clock that one. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I can clock this one. Yeah, clock this one. Draw 2. Ooh, that's a really good draw. That's a really good draw. Wow. That's a good draw. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and use this effect. Pay 1. Clock myself. That'll have to be fine. Go ahead and grab this.
Okay, can I check my room?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Actually, do I grab this? 4 stock. Oh yeah, I kind of have to grab this. All right, go ahead and play this. On play, draw. Bitch. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's actually very not good. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Can't be that bad.
Ditch this, draw 1. Probably not too bad, but could be bad. I kind of hoped, or yeah, I thought I was gonna be able to draw into a Rio, but now I'm kind of need these next 3 cards to be really good.
I see.
If I don't see Rios, then it might not be quite a good line anymore. I mean, it's probably not the worst. Okay, let's go for the real play first. If we miss on the reals, we have some backup plans potentially. So
okay,
let's see. Hopefully not a Rio.
Well, it is a Rio, but
a safe one. A safe one. Okay. All right. Let's play our 3-2 Rio. Pay 2. Send this to waiting room. Top right 3. 1, 2, 3.
Are we chilling?
No, we're not. Fuck. Okay. All right. That one to stock. This one a hand. Discarding this one. Okay. Now. Okay. 3 in waiting room, right?
Yeah.
What's the count? Total count.
2 standbys, 1 Goldbar.
Or sorry, count of cards in waiting room. Sorry.
$24.
Yeah. Okay. I'm down. Yeah. That. Yeah. Sure. Okay. We're gonna just. Yeah. We're just single combo. Let's have you stock swap first.
Sure.
Shuffle.
So 4. That goes to memory.
Oh yeah. That's right.
So 4 going back.
Yes.
I can't believe you're just giving me back a climax after that I blind stocked off this. That's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy. I mean, you don't know, right?
No, but, but I can't believe you just gave me back a climax.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Just speak it, right? Speak it into existence.
Yep.
Yep.
Cut.
All right.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, and then I'm going to pay 1, and then pay additional 1, discard any card.
Yep.
And let you choose the one that you stay out.
Okay, Goldbar.
Okie dokie.
I can't believe you just made me not take refresh point. Haha!
Aha!
It's all part of my master plan. All part of the plan.
Truly.
All right, make it a good one.
All right, here we go. And then, as you can see, all my 2 soul beaters are in the back because I want to just do exact instances of 3. This is going to be the only 3 soul attacker, and I'm probably going to attack with this one last too. Just the way it is. All right, Goldbar. Here we go. Direct attack. 1, 2, 3. Trigger for 3 damage.
1, 2, 3.
Uh-oh.
That's a lot of lethals.
1, 2, 3. Trigger for 4 damage.
1, 2, 3. Woo! I'm just dead.
You're just dead.
How many did we hit? Just
I'll
one.
hit 1. Well, we don't know how many were in there before.
Yeah. Oh, there they are.
There they are. Did you have 1 in hand?
I had 2 in hand because I had the standby.
Oh, that's so rough.
Because I had the standby from the last deck rotation.
That's right.
Yeah.
You had it from last deck. I remember that.
Yeah.
Because the last card wasn't climax. Yeah.
Yeah. The turn that I did that I had to play over Sokka to get the second Toph, I clocked and I drew 2 climax, so I had 4 climax on my hand. So, yeah, not the best.
Yeah. Okay. And then the turn I played this, both the draws and climaxes as well.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is that I'm like, obviously this is like a really good card for like the way the deck wants to play, but for the way that I like to play decks, the fact that this card has to go through 3 cards is this was like a constant thorn in my backside because I'm just like, I really don't want to go through more cards in the deck than I need to. The Toph also having to mill exactly 2 cards was really bad as I got to the end of the first deck state. As I was deciding whether or not I want to clock, I really had to think about, first of all, I didn't have enough attackers in hand unless I clocked. So I needed, because I had this in my hand, I had this, which goes through 3 cards, but I didn't really want to play that if I didn't have to. And then it's like combo. But then the thing is that when I clocked and I drew 2 climax, it's like, well, I literally only have one way to get all of these out of my hand.
So you have to combo now.
Yeah, so I was forced to combo. So it was just kind of the end of the first deck state was just basically like the worst combination of factors possible.
Yeah. And that's after taking a bunch of damage early too.
Yeah. It wasn't like too much damage, but it was like I would have liked to cancel one more time at level 1 because then I could like clock this, be at 1/6, get blind stock, and then potentially refresh at level 1.
Right.
But yeah, sometimes it just happens, and then next turn potentially if I lived, I could.
I mean, I think I was dead from like any level after 2 there, so I think that's why I went for the push.
Yeah, I definitely think that. What was the rest of your hand though?
Not really that good. So I think the reason why it took a little bit of time thinking about it, because my hand was like this at the start of the turn, something along the lines of like this. So I could have since I drew this for a turn, so I could have tried to refresh and then play a second one, and then swapped it. I had a climax swap in hand as well. I could have swapped this for the choice combo and gone for the mochas. But then after thinking about it, I thought that just going for because I think I calculated that there was still a stock swap event in deck. So I was thinking, yeah, get the stock swap event, get like at least 2 of this. I think that push is like significantly better than trying to go for this. Because even the mocha is like not very consistent and it's only going to be 3 attacks. I would need to still land 2 of the 3.
And you didn't have the stock swap in your hand at start of turn?
I didn't. I clocked and drew into it. Yeah.
Okay, after you clocked in... Okay, so that means that you would have already had to commit to...
So I clocked the Futari. Yeah, I think if I clock there, I have to commit to leveling up. Because I was at 2-5. Even if I refresh and then heal down to 2-5, I don't think that's very valuable. So yeah, I clocked the Futari, got the stock swap, and then I went for the... And the reason why I salvaged... So I had 2 Rios in waiting room. I thought the 3rd Rio was in deck, was actually in stock. The reason I salvaged this was because if I didn't salvage this but a Rio, I would need to have to brainstorm in order to refresh, and then that would only leave me with 3 stock.
Yeah, personally, so, I still would have gone with the line that salvages a Rio, because then you can go double Rio into stock swap, and then you attack with the non-Rio lane, and you get double combo.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, in hindsight, probably, especially because I was pretty convinced that it was still in my deck, and I was like pretty sure I was going to draw into it with this since it didn't come out anywhere else. So like I was just taking that gamble, but when I paid it out, I was like, oh wait, it's not in my deck. So yeah, I think if I knew that it wasn't in my deck, I would definitely have salvaged this instead. But hey, maybe the Fumio actually did matter. I think there was a pretty good Fumio. It was like what 2 and 24, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
2 and 20 or 2 and 20. Yeah, 2 and 23 would be going.
23. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good Fumio. So I was pretty happy with that. Ultimately, the decision to keep this was paid out at the end. Yeah, and I think this deck overall, I have a lot of fun playing it. So there's another list we're going to feature on this in the gameplay matches as well, which is the door level 1. Personally, I prefer Choice Lv1. I'll explain it. I've explained it already in the deck profile, but I do like the deck speed a lot, and this game got to see it in action. Got to go through, what, 10 cards was it?
Yeah,
really
I
simply.
Can't believe this guy was out 5 and then canceled twice.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, how did I cancel? But yeah.
That's just how you win games sometimes.
It do be like that. And in those situations, I think the deck speed of the level 1 TD combo really shines, but it also shines when you don't cancel, because that's when the East key is actually really bad, because you have to, it's like your combo where you have to basically go through a set amount to get value. This combo being able to just check the top, if it's clean, just add it to hand and still keep on the same deck, I think I really value that a lot. And then I do think the more I play with Choice in this deck, it feels really good, especially since our Brainstormers also have Choice. So there's never really like a point where you don't have a good Choice target in waiting room, or you're like, because we have so many Soul Triggers in the deck. So I do think the Choice feels really good. And I think the way this deck plays is very aggressively. It tries to push a lot of damage, tries to not clock a lot, and use this to kind of like be aggressive at level 2 as well. If I can let my opponent hit level 3 first, then it's easy for me to clean up the game with either the Rio or even the early play Hitori combo.
Alright, that's going to do it for our first game for the Bocchi block. So stay tuned for our next game, where... What are we playing for the next game?
It's going to be 8 door versus door bar.
We'll have to double check. So
Okay.
We'll be back with our next game, so stay tuned for that, guys. And until next time, this has been Randall and Simu on the Tressa Collectibles channel. See ya!